So you're just going to start with some treads up onto demi-point to begin with. If you do about 10 to 20 on each side, depending on how much time you've got, that would work fantastic. Make sure you are staying right on top of your big toe and your second toe, and you're not rolling out towards your little toe. Okay, I'm going to just show you what it looks like from the front so you can see my ankle alignment is completely straight through my shin bone, down to my ankle, down to my foot, and I'm not rolling out and pronating or supinating my ankle at all, okay? Then we're going to just do some articulation work with our ankles. We're going to roll our ankle out up to 10 times, then in up to 10 times, and then you're going to repeat it on the other ankle. This is when you can sickle your foot and completely work the full articulation of your ankle to build up strength. Just be careful when you're rotating your ankle that your knee is always facing the front so that you are working your ankle. You should never turn your knee out while you're doing this, because then you are working your entire leg and not just your ankle, which is what we're working on at the minute. Okay, now we're just going to work on the arch of that foot a little bit. So you're going to push your point and your toe knuckles down into the floor, focusing on keeping your alignment on your big toe, and then repeat it on your other foot. I'm just going to show you what that looks like from the side so you can see what the alignment looks like from both angles. And we're going to repeat this later on the chair, applying some pressure from our other foot too. Then we're just going to work on the arch of our foot a little bit more. So feet are still in parallel. You're going to go up as high as you can on your arch onto demi-point, and you are going to bend your knees. Make sure you are really pushing over onto your demi-point and not just halfway. You're going to sit down to apply some more pressure onto your toes, and if you are holding onto something that is solid, you can then hang back a little bit as well, but I couldn't do that because I was holding onto a chair today. And then you can see it again facing the front, still keeping my alignment with my ankle. And here is another nice point stretch for you. That is from Elixir Flexibility. You need to sit on your chair, and the same again, you're going to curl your toe knuckles underneath to show the point, and you're going to apply pressure from the other foot on the back of the ankle. Be careful you are not applying pressure and changing the alignment of your ankle. You need to keep the ankle line nice and straight while you're doing this. So you can use your back foot to push your heel forwards, not down, so we don't want to crunch the toes. We want to lengthen the ankle line and curl those toes under. Keeping on top of your big toe and your second toe all the time. And then we're moving to the floor. On your knees, you're going to just pick up one foot. Check your ankle alignment is nice and straight with your shin. Don't sickle it. And we're just going to sit like that for a minute on both legs. And then a minute on the other leg. So don't sickle that ankle. Good. And then you're going to tuck it back under, and we're going to do this on both feet at the same time now. So this is really important to keep your ankle alignment, because all of your body weight is going to be pushed forward onto your toes. So if you're not keeping your ankles aligned, it could cause real good damage. And moving back onto our knees, curl those toe knuckles back under, and we're going to work on strengthening those ankles a little bit. So we are going to sickle this time, but controlled. So you're going to just sickle that ankle out and in, and then rock forwards and backwards. Try not to sit up too far. You want to actually push yourself forwards, but you do lift a little bit at the same time. And then swap legs, try it all on the other leg. So sickle that ankle outwards, building up the strength on the outside of the ankle, nice and controlled. Again, you can do this as many times as you want to do it, depending on what time you've got, any time of day. Just a little bit of work, it all helps. Then rock forwards and backwards until you are ready to stop.